Hey, before we get into this, hi everybody. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great day. We're going to have a serious situation here in the United States with this Hurricane Milton. It hasn't hit the west coast of Florida yet, but it seems to be headed towards the Tampa area. It looks like it's going to be a very bad storm, and I hope everybody listened to their local authorities and evacuated or moved inland. Just not, please don't stay on the coast with this hurricane. It looks like it might even hit as a category 5. It kind of reminds me of Hurricane Andrew. I don't know, maybe some of you are too young and weren't alive when that occurred, but hopefully it won't be that type of situation. But anyways, so we have another post from Foodie Beauty, so let's get into it.
How are you? So I have another video for you guys. This is the last and final weigh-in I will do for this week because I've weighed myself multiple times on different scales even. So yeah, so this is the final weigh-in. So I had Salah weigh me today. He was available. He was home.
What do you mean he was available? That sounded kind of weird. I don't know. If my husband's not home, I usually just say, oh, he's not home. I don't say he's not available. That's kind of weird. But okay.
I got dressed up and everything. So yeah, I put socks on because my feet need some TLC badly. I'm planning on getting a pedicure at some point. I don't know. I don't really.
Your TLC, TLC, my brain. I'm tired. I really didn't sleep. I was up till like 3 o'clock in the morning. Her feet are showing signs of diabetes. You don't need a pedicure. You need diabetes, doctor.
Care right now. I'm worried more about this lifestyle change one step at a time. So, but yes, so I will insert the weigh-in here. Hi guys, all right, I'm ready to do my weigh-in.
She's so
Salah will film me this morning. And
she looks like a little hobbit. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. I'm 5'9", so I'm like tall, like then versus your average woman. But she looks so teeny right there. It's amazing to me that she weighs that much, being the height that she is. Look, she's barely like above the light switch. Like, come on.
And yeah, so let's get to. All right. 0. All right, what's it say?
You can't see it yourself. That's sad.
So that's exactly what the scale at the scientific center, if you didn't see that, I weighed myself at this. They had this like big, it was an industrial type of scale. If you look at the bottom of it, like it was, you know, it was kind of like, I don't know, it was a huge scale. So I know some people thought that it was for kids, but it's actually, there's some areas that are more for, like, you know, it's meant to be for.
I think it's like an interactive thing because usually those types of museums, yeah, they're geared towards children, but a lot of the activities that they would have in the museum are like for everyone in the family, so the entire family could enjoy the experience there. So yeah, those things are usually for everybody.
For children, but it's not only for children, and I don't think that scale has a weight limit. Feel free to investigate it if you want to. That's your prerogative as a viewer. But I'm using this same single scale I have with the stain on it and everything. Actually, let's clean it because it's been a while since I've cleaned it. Windex.
Oh wait, excuse me. I thought you were cleaning things that you've never cleaned before. That's what you proclaimed, that you were this domestic goddess and just into the cleaning. That thing is filthy. And like, shouldn't you be wearing gloves? Is that a poop stain? I don't know.
I could really use it. So yes. There we go. Squeaky clean. Perfect. All right. And this scale goes up to 180 kgs. And every time I do a weigh-in, I always explain myself, and I don't know why I feel like I need to do that, but I guess that's my problem.
It is your problem.
I'm not going to be doing it beyond this video. I think
the only reason why you constantly have to explain yourself, because you've already, like in the villa with the other scale, it was already proven, and Pete's showed it, that you manipulated that scale. And as far as that scale, you can manipulate digital scales. You're the one that's coming on here saying that you can't manipulate the digital scales, but everybody's saying, yes, you can. So that's another reason why people don't believe you, because you constantly lie and constantly deflect, Chantal. So like again, I'm going to say you have nobody to blame but yourself.
I've shown my fair share. If you're still skeptical, that's a you problem, because I think I've proven enough that, my weight is not rigged in any way. I would have nothing to gain from that. I'm not ashamed of how much I weigh. By that I
That's
mean,
part of the problem.
I've never hidden my weight from anyone. I've never hidden my body. Everyone carries their weight differently. It just depends on a lot of things. If I was weighing myself and I was
like I
reaching
said in a post, you should be afraid of the way that you're carrying the weight, Chantal, if you do weigh that much. And the way your abdomen is distended like that, that's not good. You need to go to the doctor.
limit of the scale, because a lot of people have said maybe you're too heavy for the scale. Why would the scale consistently read the same readings over and over and over again if it was reaching the limit? Reaching the limit would be 180 kgs, not 152. So it would max out at 180, and you would not know if you weighed more than that beyond. So I don't think if the scale was over the limit that it would read 152, 154.
Yeah, it would. It depends.
Consistent.
Honestly, I think it depends on the scale. It would read like at a lower weight, but it depends. So whatever, Chantal.
Every time
I mean, I'm not mad at you.
myself lately these past couple of days.
It's your fault.
But again, for the skeptical people, you're allowed to think what you want. It really has no impact on my journey whatsoever. Regardless if people think I'm lying about the scale, about my weight, I will continue to weigh myself. I will continue to put myself out there, and without shame, and without lies. So
that's a lie.
This scale, this one here, Wansa brand. I don't even know if we have that in Canada. Wansa. You can look it up. Again, that's your prerogative as a viewer. But this scale is not from the Villa. You could probably easily go back
Who
in
said it was
videos
from
and
the
live
Villa?
streams and see that the Villa scale was a different scale. So
Did somebody say that she packed that scale from the Villa and took it all the way to Kuwait? Like, there's no way Chantal would even do that. Like, I know she's like cuckoo and all of that, but I don't think she would pack a scale and take it to Kuwait. Whoever said that's insane.
this is a new scale that Salah bought me when I was in Kuwait. I asked him to get me a scale, and for one of the beginnings of my many journeys and cycles, yes.
Is it me? Does she sound like she has cotton mouth? I don't know. The way she's speaking, like she has a dry cotton mouth. Are you on meds, Chantal?
It is a cycle. It's a cycle, of course, of, binge eating cycle.
No, that's not your
just
cycle.
diet.
I don't know I forgot what channel. They have a diagram of your cycle. This is not you at all, Chantal. Your cycles and Amberlynn's cycles are like not even the same. So stop it.
Cycle, all that. So that's why I want this to be a lifestyle change, not just a diet cycle.
What, you finally get
trying
it?
to be more realistic and make smaller changes, and in hopes that those will add up and make a difference over time. I'm doing that so I don't overwhelm myself, because that's how I've always failed in the past. I get too overwhelmed and just say screw it and just throw everything out the window and just go back to my old habits. So yeah.
I wonder if this is true. Could it be true? Did it possibly finally click in her brain? I don't know.
You can see my new treadmill in the background overlooking the Gulf Sea. And I did try.
That's not the Gulf Sea. That is the Persian Gulf. Read a globe.
And everything is fine. Works very well, and seems to hold my weight well enough. But I'm going to be doing a live, 10-minute workout on it. Probably later today.
And apparently I was watching a little bit of the live when she went on the treadmill, and it did exactly what I said it was going to do. Remember how I said it would be it would do the stop skip thing, because either she's too heavy or she's holding on to the sides and she's too on the mechanism up front where it spins, and that's exactly what she did. She ended up, I think, figuring it out how to walk on it. And she walked on it for, I believe, about maybe 10 or 12 minutes, something like that. So good for her. She walked on it. I mean, that's all she literally has to do is start off 10 minutes a day at her size, and then like each week try to increase the minutes each week. She could do it if she tried.
Be sure to subscribe and check that out. And become a member of my channel. If you would like to, you can use the custom emojis I have in my chats. So like I said, I'm not going to weigh myself for at least another week, just because it does fluctuate here and there, and I don't want to get discouraged for whatever reason. You know, it just fluctuates a little bit here and there. So I'm going to wait to see if there's a bigger loss, maybe in a week or so. And I will, have Salah film that way in too.
If she sticks to this diet and she tries to minimize her sodium intake, she will lose a noticeable amount of weight. Let's hope she does it. I don't think she will, though.
And yesterday, I think it was yesterday, or the last weigh-in, I didn't have him film it because he wasn't available at the time I wanted to do it. It just so happened. And I was just
He's never
impatient
home.
and wanted to get my video done and everything. And I was happy with my weigh-in. So I was excited to do it, to do the video, and didn't want to wait around for him to be available to film me. So, but beyond that, I'm also trying to make changes in the emotional intelligence department. So I'm trying to really not let my emotions, particularly, I have trouble with anger. I anger very quickly, get irritated very quickly, and I'm really trying to get a hold of that. I'm really trying not to let anything trigger me. I'm trying to just be positive and be very kind. I think that, and it's so classic, but it's so true. Kindness gets you so much farther in life than being a jerk.
That's the truth.
For lack of a better term.
My grandmother used to have a saying. How did it go? You catch more flies with honey than vinegar. And it's true. There's no point in being mean to people for no reason. There's no point in being mean to people that don't like you, or unless it's deserved, unless it's like you can't just sit there and be a pincushion for hatred. I'm not saying that, but there's no point in just all your feelings and emotions just taking it out on the world. And that's what Chantal has done her entire YouTube career. She's used her audience as her therapist, as her psychiatrist, as her violin. Feel sorry for me crap. I don't know if, did something click in her head? I have no idea. But we've been here before. We've seen this before. I don't know. I'm skeptical. I'm hoping that she does it. That's all I would want for her. Honestly, just based on my own feelings and opinions of watching her over the years, I've always said success is the best revenge. And if Chantal wants to seek revenge on the so-called haters out there in the world, success is the only thing she could do.
Are just having a negative outlook on life. I think we can all agree we're all on the same journey of life.
No,
and
we're not.
There's no matter what we do, we can't control the fact that God's put obstacles in our way. There's going to be many ups. There's going to be many downs. Several of them probably even throughout the one day that we're living now. And the only thing we have a choice over is how we deal with it, what attitude we're going to put towards these problems.
The way she's speaking right now, I don't know if she watched a video or something. There's something weird. These words that she's using. I don't know. I'm agreeing with everything she's saying, but I don't think she's going to apply it to her own life. I think it's the jail talk right now.
And it makes life so much easier if you have a positive outlook, and if you're just kind to everyone, even people who are not kind to you. That's my goal. I haven't always been a kind person. I've said and done many things that have hurt people, and that bothers me a lot. And if I've ever said anything to you as a viewer, anything like that, anybody who I may have hurt with words, I do sincerely apologize. You can always reach out to me if it would be very meaningful for you to get some kind of apology from me directly if I hurt you.
I wonder if I reached out to her, I don't want an apology. I wouldn't want an apology from her. She doesn't owe me an apology. I don't know if she really, unless she really, went after somebody. I think like maybe FFG, Charlie Gold, Breezy, you know, people like that where she really went full throttle after. I believe she owes them an apology. I don't believe she owes people in general an apology. But would you really talk to people, Chantal, if they reached out to you? I'm sure many people have emailed you because your email is available. I don't think you would. I'm sure you're probably going to get emails from this post. I don't know. I think it would be a good thing if you reached out to people, you know, that actually contact you. Go ahead and do it, Chantal. You might learn something, you know, actually from other people and the lives that they have lived. They could teach you something, actually.
I mean, I have put out a lot of like swear words and sometimes like a lot of vulgarities in my past, and done some things that are very controversial. And I don't have that in me anymore. I don't have that in me to live that kind of lifestyle, you know, the one that's more entertaining for a lot of people and more dramatic, but I really just don't.
I would say, you know what? I would say all of this is true, but you were just being mean a few days ago, Chantal. Come on. And you were just, it hasn't even been like a full month since you've been in Bangkok doing all that stuff over there. If you had gone MIA off of YouTube for about a month, let's just say, and then came back with this type of attitude, I believe it would be a little bit more believable. You know, maybe you did some soul searching when you're off of YouTube, whatever. I don't know. But being that it's only been a few days since you've been mean, and then you probably still are trolling with your 5,000 sock accounts, I don't know. I kind of find this hard to believe.
I mean, I'm older, you know, and my priorities have just shifted over the past couple of years. You know, it's been an adjustment and it hasn't been perfect. I'm not a perfect Muslim.
Oh, here we go with that.
It's a learning curve for me, but there's a lot of lessons that Allah has taught me.
A learning curve. It's curve with a V, not a B.
Have been also very, very, very valuable. And I will do many videos on talking about things that I've learned. I've been writing them down. As soon as I have an epiphany, I write them down and I'm just like, that's a lesson, you know? Same thing with Bangkok. I feel like if I got anything out of going to Bangkok, I feel like being turned off of a indulgent lifestyle is definitely beneficial. I think that, you know, everything happens for a reason. And I think that, you know, I had that in the back of my mind, like, okay, I'm going to Bangkok, you know, I can be more free, I can be more indulgent. And where did that get me? It made me depressed, it made me sick, physically very sick, mentally sick, and just miserable. And I'm so much happier and clear.
Okay, that was like I said, not even 2 weeks ago when she was just in Bangkok. But I don't know, this kind of reminds me of the Cuba incident when she had the rage and all of that stuff was going on. Remember when she came back and she said she found God in Cuba? Like, I don't even know what happened, how she would find God in that way. But it seems like the same thing. She was in Cuba by herself. She found God. She goes to Bangkok, and then all of a sudden she comes to the realization that she needs to change her life and become healthy and help people and be nice to people, whatever. I wonder if the way that her brain works is that she literally needs to be isolated from everyone in order for her to realize her situation. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. Maybe not.
And I'm so much feeling a lot better anyways. So I still have a lot of health problems that probably won't diminish until I'm a lot smaller in weight. And who knows? Maybe they won't even go away. You never know. So I'm hoping they will, inshallah. But, you know, I'd like to get rid of my CPAP machine, honestly. It's a pain. I hate sleeping with it. It's like, I don't feel it anymore. I'm so used to it. It doesn't bother me.
You know, they have an implant now, Chantal. I forgot what it's called, but where you don't need to use the CPAP. And I believe it's like a pacemaker where it buzzes, like inside your chest or something. You could get that.
To have it on, but I don't love it. I would rather sleep normal. I would rather be able to just take a nap on the couch like anyone and not have to worry about wearing a CPAP, you know? So there's like goals I have that I need to achieve and get busy doing. And so yeah, so I'm just wanting to focus on my life, focus on my journey. And I know that that will probably affect my channel. Like, I'm sure that most people, I'm not, you know, ignorant to the fact that people come to my channel for drama, for the train wreck, but a lot of people, I have Beezers who just come for me, and I really appreciate you guys. I love doing this for you guys, and that's fine. I have to do what I have to do, and
No,
that's all
I
I can
would
do.
actually watch, like, if she was really truly invested in this so-called life journey of completely changing her life as far as, attitude, lifestyle, the way she eats, fitness, like all of that. If she completely turns this around and becomes a healthy individual inside and out, I would be so happy for her. That's all anybody could ever want for her. Like, I'm not one of those ones that wish doom on her. Like, that's her own karma she has to deal with if that's going to happen. But yeah, everybody, if they change their life around and she does the work and does all that, good for her. I hope she does it. Do I actually think she will? Excuse me. I don't know. I have no idea.
This is more important than views. This is more important than YouTube. This is my life, and I do want to share the journey because there's so many people going through it. I really, really, really hope to
And
help people
don't
with
get me
it.
wrong. I still believe she's an asshole and a racist and all of that. Yeah, would I associate with her? Probably not. Just for all those simple things. But
For me, life on Earth is kind of meaningless if we don't try to help other people. We're not an island. We're not meant to be, totally just isolated from the rest of the world when it
see, it
comes to
is.
helping people if you can,
That's what
And
happened to her. It's the isolation that's getting to her, I believe. And that's probably what happened in Bangkok.
if I get
Interesting.
healthy and that can help people with my journey, that's amazing.
That's all you could do.
And it doesn't have to be a huge helping somebody. It could be little things, but just always having others in mind, always trying to be kind. That's what I'm trying to shift my mentality into.
Good. I don't
And
think
not,
you will, though.
lower myself.
I agree with that. You could go to the store. You could meet a complete stranger. You could strike up a conversation with them. Compliment them on their shirt. The simplest thing. And you could, like, change the direction of somebody's life that day, put them in a better mood or whatever if they were feeling down. It could be like the simplest things like that. If just you go out into the world as a nice, positive person. Will Chantal do that? Like I said, I don't know.
To
We'll see.
hatred and negativity and making fun of others and stuff like that. I think I'm trying to really move beyond that. So I guess that's it, guys. That's all I wanted to say. A lot of talking, but that's just my sentiments. There'll probably be a lot of talking videos about how I'm feeling and stuff like that. It's like a video journal, I guess. So, stay tuned for the live stream. I will try the treadmill, and I'll do it sometimes on live, but for the most part, to be totally comfortable, I won't work out in hijab a lot of the time, so I won't do it every day, but I'll do it once in a while. We'll see. I don't know. So, anyways, I hope you enjoy this video, and
Anyways, that's it. Like I said, we've been through the cycle with her before. The only thing that's different about this is we have like the whole religious aspect to it, which she wants to throw that in there. I honestly still don't think she's serious about Islam but she likes to like sprinkle it in every now and then. I mean, I don't know. I wish her success if this is true, but like I said, I think many of us have been jaded by her with her lies in her mouth over the years that nobody believes that she will ever complete this. If she does, I'm happy for her. Good for you, Chantal. If she doesn't, I'm not surprised. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. So I'll see you when I see you. Bye.